Hey YouTube, and welcome back. I'm your brother, your cousin, your uncle, and your friend, Jeremiah, and once again, your favorite tutor. Back with another mathematics video. As you see by the title above, we are solving and learning how to solve and evaluate for the square root, how to find the square root of a number. So, without further ado, let's get into it. All right, now please take this time with your pencils, pens, paper, highlighter, notebooks out. Remember, let's get ready and set. All right, now that you're all set and ready to go, let's begin, shall we? Let's get it set up. I'm in love with Mary Jane. She's my thing. She makes me feel alright. All right, let's begin. So are you ready to find the square root of a number? Complete these exercises to review skills you will need for this module. We'll be doing a lot with square roots, guys. So please engage in this pre-lesson. So this is the 8th grade pre-algebra / algebra 1. Let's begin. So right here in the example, you can clearly see them learning how to find the square root of a fraction or a number. You would just multiply times itself. So if my number is 6, I want to find the square root of 6, I'm going to multiply it times itself. 6 times 6 gives us 36. So then you ask yourself, what's the square root of this? And then you have that. All right, let's go ahead and get into a little practice. We have a lot of practicing, and we're gonna get through it super quick. Watch. So 7 times 7. We all know 7 times 7 is 49. So we found the square root of that. What is the square root of 21? Multiplied by itself. So it's 21 times 21. Let's just get our mathematics here. Hey, better yet, we have a video. You go back to it where we learn how to do 2 by 2 digit multiplication. Very easy. Here's a little example. 21 times 21. So this is our 10, this is our 1s, this is our 10, this is our 1s. 1 times 1 is 1. And then we have our 1s times 10s, which is 1 times 1 times 20 is 20. Then we have 20 times 1 again, that's 20. And then we have 20 times 20, which is 400. You can learn how to do this the more vote down way in our previous video. So please go look at that and it will directly explain how you do it. So the answer is 441. Let's get all that up. Like, all right, what is, here's, it's tricky. What's the square root of -3? Well, we normally do, let's get a red out there. I need some more reds. That was not too big, okay. Let's get a -3 out there. So we have -3 times -3. 2 wrongs make a right, meaning 2 negatives times, and 2 negatives being multiplied times each other will give you a positive answer. So our answer is 9. That's the square root. All right, 4/5. Here we go. Here's a fraction. Let's take a look. How do we solve a fraction? 4/5. All we do is multiply it times each other. We have another video where you learn how to multiply and divide and add subtract fractions. Please take a look at that. When you have, okay, I'm gonna show you the easier way. It's called the butterfly method. All you do is go diagonal. So what's 5 times 4? It's 20. What's 5 times 4? It's 20. What's 20 plus 20? 40. What's 5 times 5? 25. Now, when you're here, how can you simplify this? Easy. All you have to do is put 5 in it because it's, all of them are divisible by 5. So 5 goes into 40 how many times? 8. 5 goes into 25 how many times? 5. So now we have 8/5. Now, can we break that down? Well, yes, we can make it a mixed number, but we're not going to. We're going to keep it as 8/5 That's square root. But if we broke it down, it'd be 1 3/5. Yes. All right. So our answer is 8/5. Let's just clean that up. So now you just learned that quick way. If you want more broke down and it's more explanatory type thing, you can go to the other videos. Now what's 2.7? We learned how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide decimals in the previous videos. I suggest you go take a look at them. So 2.7 times 2.7. Honestly, 7 times 7 is 49. 7 times 20 is 140. Plus 4 is 144. 20 times 7 is once again 140. And 20 times 20 is 400. So now let's add it. We have 13 in this column. 3, 1. That gives us, okay, so we're at 9, 3. Let's see, where's that? We're at 9, 3, and it'll be 4, 4, 5, 6. All right, so we have 6 there. But notice we have a decimal. 1 spot, 1 spot. 1 and 1 equals 2. So we're gonna move this 1, 2. 6.93 is our word. If honestly, I'm once again, I'm moving very quickly. So if you want if you don't know how to do this and you don't know what I'm doing, please go watch our video on how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide decimals. It'll explain everything. Then you come back to this video, but you will not understand that if you don't understand how to do it. All right, now we have -1/4. It's one thing a negative thing. Our answer is going to be a positive. So how do we do this? -1/4 times -1/4. Butterfly method, 4 and 1 gives us 4, 4. And hey, here's the easiest way. You don't even have to include the negative in there because you already know your answer is going to be a positive. So just do 4 times 1, 4. So we have 4 plus 4, that equals 8 over 4 times 4, which is 16. And half of 16 is 8, so we can just break this down to 1/2. That's the answer. So you guys, this is very, 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 very simple. If you don't know what you're doing, once again, go to the other videos. So I'm moving quickly. All right, -5.7. Once again, we know it's gonna be a positive answer because you're multiplying it times yourself and 2 negatives make a positive. So you can just easily do this. You might as well just do 5.7. Hold on, because I don't want it to get caught up in all of those colors. All right, 5.7 times 5.7. Well, we know that's 40. Well, okay, here we go. Let's do it the easier way that we learned, right? Okay, so we have 5.7 times 5.7. 10s, 1s, 10s, 1s. All right, so we have our 1 times 1, which is 49. We have our 50 times our 7, which is 350. You know that. Then we have our 70 times our 5, which is 350 once again. And then we have our 50 times 50, which is 250. Is that right? Catch the mistake. If you don't know, here we go. 50 times 50. Here, 2,500. All right, so we got all of that out of there. So now we have to add them all together. 2,500. I'm sorry. Well, yeah. 2,500. 350 is 2,850. So we got 350 out. Add another 350 to that. 0, 10, 0, 1, 9. No, we have 11, 12, 12, 1, 3. 3,200. Now we have to add on this 49. So we can just do this. We can just do 3,249. And if you can't really see that well, 3,249. That's our, is that our answer? Nope, because we have to include the decimal points. So we have 1 decimal point, and then we have another, which gives us 2 decimal points. So move this over. Really, it's going to be 32.49. Once again, guys, you really have to pay attention and catch the errors. There's gonna be a lot of errors I'm throwing in here, and I want you to catch them and tell me what they are in the comments. Just to make sure you're paying attention. All right, let's pull that up. All right, that took a lot of work, but that's math for you. All right, we've done enough of that section. Let's move down. Exponents. Here we go. Let's just erase that up there. Example, 5 to the 3rd power. When you see something that's like 5 and then you see something like 4, it's referred to as 5 to the 4th power. If you see something like 8 and then you see a 3, it's 8 to the 3rd power. If you see 9 and then you see a 2, it's 9 to the 2nd power. So now that we know how to distinguish our exponents, let's move on. We have, oh, look, so when you see that exponent, it's called an exponent when it's like this, and it has that number in the top right of the number of that the constant. Yes, it's called a exponent. These are parentheses. Those were parentheses, but normally it'll either say 3 or it can say -3. So what you do is you're gonna be doing multiplication. If my question says solve 5 to the 3rd power, I would do this. Break it down. 5 times 5 times 5. They mean multiply 5 3 times. So don't do this. Don't do it's 15. It's not 15. Here we go. Because if you do 5 times 3, that's 15. That's how much you're supposed to do. Break it down. 5 times 5 times 5. You can break it down like this. 5 times 5 is 25. Then we have a times 5 right here. 5. 25 times 5 gives you 125. 125 is the answer. That will be right. If you put anything other than that, you're wrong off the bat. So now we know how to solve the exponents. That was very easy. Let's move on. Oh wow, look, that was what was in there too. See, 125. And you multiply from left to right, but because of the cumulative property of multiplication or associative, you don't have to do that. Also, your base, this is called your base. That's your base, and that's your exponent. So when I refer to the base, you know what I'm talking about, the bigger number, really. All right, so our first problem, number 9. We have 9 to the 2nd power. The answer is 18. Let's write that in. All right, net, did you catch the error? I hope so. It is not 18. What you're supposed to do is 9 times 9. You're supposed to have 2 9s you're multiplying. 1 9, 2 9. 9 times 9 equals 81. Your answer is 81. Remember to catch those errors, please. I'm not going to always tell you if there's an error. You're going to have to find it out for yourself. All right, we have 2 to the 4th power. What do we do? 2 times 2. 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. 16. All right, now you get the concept. I'm going to do one more, which is the fraction. Well, I'm going to do 2 more, the fraction and the decimal. So I covered all of the ways they can give it to you. All right, so it's the same thing here. we're multiplying it by 2. So we have 1/3 times 1/3. Now, when it's like this, when you can easily butterfly 3 plus 3 is 6. 3 times 3 gives you 9. 6 nines. Can we simplify that? Yes, we can put 3 into 6 and 2 into 9. 3 goes into 6 twice. 3 goes into 9 3 times. 2/3 is your answer. Guys, it's not hard. All right, that's it. All right, the decimal is the last one I'm doing right here. All right, so we have 4.5 to the second power. What do you think you're supposed to do? Guess what? This isn't on your own. Let me know your answer in the comments down below. It's on your own. Sometimes I solve it on your own. Sometimes I don't. I will answer the on your own at the end of the lesson. So take the time to pause or take the time to work it out now, because that is your on your own. All right, let's scroll on down the paper. We're almost done here. Now write a mixed number as an improper fraction. 2 2/5 equals 2 plus 2/5. And that also equals 10/5. And plus 2/5 equals 12/5. Let me explain it. I'm gonna make it very easy for you. We're gonna use orange. Here we go. Let's say they want us to write each mixed number as an improper fraction. An improper fraction is something like this. It's improper because the numerator is bigger than the numerator is bigger than the denominator. If the numerator is bigger than the denominator, it is an improper fraction. Anything. It could be this. 4/3, improper. Want to see something right here? Watch this. That 0.1 makes it improper. So if the numerator is bigger than the denominator, you know it's improper. So we have 21 sevenths. So 21/7. How do we, so this is, right now, it's a improper fraction. So this is already improper fraction. So you know what it looks like. It's the numerator is bigger than the denominator. Can you simplify an improper fraction? Yes, you can. You can simplify any improper fraction, because if we have 4/3, you can make it into a mixed number. That's also being able to simplify it. So, you're gonna subtract the numerator minus denominator. So 4 minus 3 gives us 1. So 1 is, for 1, well, yes, 1 is our whole number. Then we have 1 left over, and 3 is our denominator. That's a mixed number. The mixed number of 4/3 is 1 1/3. Very easy. I'm gonna go over it again. So 21/7. Would you be able to tell me the mixed number for it? Can there even be a mixed number? 3 goes into 21. Can we do that? No, we can do something else. 7 goes into 21 how many times? 3. 7 goes into 7 how many times? 1. All right, have we got it into a mixed number to the point where it's no longer improper? Is this improper? Yes or no? Yes, it is, because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. So what we do, we can simplify. 3/1 is just 3. It's just 3. Remember that, guys. That is very important. All right, now that I've given you the example, we're going to move into the lesson. Blue. Write each mixed number as an improper fraction. So we have 3. Okay, let's just do. All right, we have 3 1/3. How do you write that as an improper fraction. Let me tell you how. Let me just give you another example. What does it do? Because this is, you have to explain this type of stuff. So we have 6 1/2. How do you write that as an improper fraction? Let me show you. Number one is called x. What is x? What operation? X or the dot? Multiply. Correct. So we're going to multiply 6 times 2. That gives us 12. Second one. What is the plus operation? Add. Correct. So now we're going to add 12 plus 1. What is it? 13. And the third one is keep, the K. K means keep. You keep the denominator and change the numerator. Let me explain how. Here we go. So if they ask me to find the improper fraction of 6 1/2, I would do 6 times 2 is 12. 12 plus 1 is 13. And then I'm at 13 over 2. That's an improper fraction because the numerator is bigger than the denominator, and I can always simplify it back into 6 1/2. So we know we have to x plus k. That's our formula. X plus. That's our formula for improper fraction. If equals x plus k. If equals x plus k. Remember that, because our whole lesson and next couple of videos will be if equals x plus k. Actually, I'm going to get my pen out now and write that down. If equals x plus k. That is very, very, very important. So now that we know if equals x plus k, let's actually do it. Here we go. So we have 3 1/3. Write that as an improper fraction. Well, if we know our formula is if equals x plus k, x stands for multiply. Okay, 3 times 3. Well, let's just write it bigger so we can see. 3 times 3 is 9. Now, what's next? Add. 9 plus that 1 is 10. Now we have to keep the denominator. Add on the denominator. Boom. 10/3 is our answer. Done. Great. That is correct. You're going to have another on your own. Your on your own will be a surprise. All right. So now let's do the next one. 1 5/8. So if equals x plus k. Multiply. That's 8 plus 5 is 8 plus 5 is 11. Great job. Okay, what did you catch the error? 8 plus 5 is not 11. It's 13. All right. So let's just get that right there. All right. So keep the same denominator. 13 over 8. And how do we check our answer? Well, if it's 13 over 8, we know 8 goes into 13 once. 13 minus, remember to check, you need to subtract the numerator by the denominator. 13 minus 8 gives us 5. And keep the denominator. And is that what we got here? Yes, it is. So we know our answer is correct. Last one. 2 3/7. How can we write this as an improper fraction? I'm going to go through it like super duper. We're going to go through it super duper fast. Boom. This is my answer, 17 over 7. And to check it, I, do what I'm supposed to do. Now you're on your own is 5 and 5, 6. You can comment what you get for that. Now, we had 2 on your own. The first one was, let's see. It was, bingo. This, 4.5 to the second power. Well, what are we supposed to do? Multiply it times each other because it's 2. So it's 4.5 times 4.5. Well, we know it'll be 10 ones, 10 ones. 5 times 5 is 25. 40 times 5 is 200. 50 times 40 is 200 once again. And we know 4 times 40, well, 40 times 40 is 1,600. Let's add that up. We have 5, right here, 2, 6, 8, 10, 0, 1, 2. And we know there's 2 decimal places because 1, 2, it's 2. And we know the 1, 2, 20.25. If you got that, let me know in the comments down below. The answer is 20.25. All right. Thank you everybody for attending Big Time Tutoring and Mentoring virtual lesson. We wish you the very best. Make you like, comment, subscribe, tell your family and friends about it. Let us know in the comments if you want to see us do a specific lesson, subject, or anything like that. We are trying to expand our reach. I want some more and more and more. So once again, just let us know. Let us know, guys. This is 8th graders. 8th graders, how y'all doing in Building Middle School? That's great. Hope you enjoy it, guys. I really do. Well, thanks for attending, and we're out.